Hey everyone, my name is Chris Lambert. On this channel, we talk Kanye West, and we have a new Instagram post from Ye posted around 9 a.m. this morning. You can see it's a trio of movies under his iTunes recently purchased, and it's Nashka, which a lot of pronunciations of that, but Nashka of the Valley of the Winds, Miyazaki movie, the guy that did Spirited Away and Princess Mononoke, and then The Northman, a Robert Eggers movie that came out earlier this year. The story is actually the foundation for Shakespeare's Hamlet, which is kind of cool. And this is kind of a twist that's fusing the original story with more of Hamlet's as well. So a little bit of a twist on the original story. And then Star Wars Revenge of the Sith, which classic movie. And we know that Ye has been referencing Star Wars for such a long time, as early as Gone, right? With the Anakin Skywalker line on there. But as recently as, you know, the beloved song Na Na Na, sampling Anakin, or not Anakin, Obi-Wan saying, "I have the higher ground." So we know that Ye is fond of that movie, but seeing him post Northman and Nashka is interesting. And, you know, the debate then rises. Are these just three movies that he's watched and that's all that we should get from this post is, hey, I watched these movies, they're cool? Or should we be looking into some intersection or connection between these three movies, and what does that mean? Is this a sign of something? And the first thing that jumps out to me, of course, with Star Wars Revenge of the Sith is the final fights. Duel of the Fates, Anakin and Obi-Wan going at it in the heart of a volcano. Such an epic scene. And if you've seen The Northman, you know exactly where I'm going with this, because The Northman ends in quite the same way, except instead of being sci-fi, it's Norse mythology driven. So old school rather than futuristic, but very similar with the lava around them. And this is such a great scene. Northman had some complaints about the movie, but the visuals are some of the most stunning that I've ever seen, and just scene by scene, it's so impressively made. And this is definitely one of the best climaxes and final fights I've seen in a movie. I wish I would have gotten to see it on the big screen. It's that visually impressive, but you can see the visual connection between these two, or similarities between these two. And Nashka, I've never watched. I know a lot of people say Nausicaa, but Nashka, I've never watched, but you can see some of the color palette similarities. I was just like, if there's fire in both of these movies, maybe there's fire in this one, and there is this big destruction scene. And then also Nashka, you can see down here, where is it? In talking about it, Nashka is described as being a strong, young female lead drawn strongly from the shoujo tradition, who takes charge of her own life with a brave and wholesome mind, and is one of the best examples of a truly empowered female. They also talk about how Nashka later comes to regret her vengeance and becomes a diplomat to prevent further wars between the different states, which has some biblical similarities. You think about the story of Paul the Apostle, right? The basis for the Life of Pablo album, and that journey when Paul was a sinner known as Saul to the conversion to sainthood and Christianity and becoming Paul, who would go on to become an apostle and eventually a saint. So there's this similar idea to seeking out vengeance, being on this negative path, and then turning to a more positive path. With that positive path, it's kind of there in The Northman as well. Things lead to this final fight, but the final fight was originally done out of just rage and vengeance, but becomes something that's protective and something beautiful and empowering for the main character's family and future family. Obi-Wan and Anakin doesn't quite, I mean, it has some stuff going on, but there's fire that connects all of these. There's definitely vengeance that connects all of these. So if you want to start building up a concept of some sort of overlying theme amongst these movies, it would be somewhere in there. But also fire is a major thing. And Sean Leon, artist who has this song in the vault with Ye that people have kind of been waiting for, and has been tangentially in the world of Ye recently and posting some things. You can see he just posted this an hour ago. and it's Burn Everything, which is this song that has a Ye feature that people have kind of been waiting on. And here we see Sean in this Gap, this digital version of him with the Yeezy shades, the Donda Dove on the back of this Gap t-shirt, fire all around him. And it just so happens this is posted the same day that these movies that all kind of deal with fire, you can kind of start to make assumptions about something happening. And Sean did post right here, fire, 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 which, you know, people post on social media all the time, like, these movies are fire, they're great. But the fact that he later posts this, you can, again, start to see the shape of something. So I wanted to at least put this on everybody's radar. Who knows what will happen? Even if something is scheduled to happen, it's just as likely that Ye changes his mind 10 minutes from now and the whole thing gets scrapped, or like start of something, you know? We're all just waiting for the next thing to kick off. So a post on Instagram that's as cryptic as this could be the thing. So that's it. Until next time, stay wavy and keep it loopy. Cheers.